The city of South Haven is taking a step toward potentially turning an old furniture manufacturing site into an affordable housing complex. News 8's Byron Tollefson is in South Haven at the site with the latest.
The Overton site behind me is known to the state for PFAS contamination, but those involved believe that they'll be able to make this safe. Built in the early 1900s, the S.E. Overton Company stood here on Elkenberg Street in South Haven for decades. The factory made furniture, wood products, and gun stocks until it was sold in 1995. It was demolished in 2015 as the roof was caving in. The site has been empty ever since, looking for a developer to turn it into much-needed affordable housing.
The city of South Haven is not unique. I mean, many communities around Michigan and, of course, the nation are looking for housing options, and we do see the need for different housing options for income typologies to meet the growing need for housing in this area.
In 2023, the state tested soil and groundwater at the site and found PFAS, the so-called forever chemical linked to various cancers. Scientists are still researching that connection.
The whole purpose is to mitigate the paths of exposure. So we'll be going down that path as well. We're very aware of what's on the site, and we've also shared what we know about the site with any potential developers.
Make sure that we do everything according to their regulations.
Monday night, the city council agreed to begin negotiations with the nonprofit Dwelling Place to build affordable housing on site. The proposal calls for an 85-unit structure with apartments, duplexes, and single-family homes.
And to make sure that we do everything right by the community. And so we do have extensive experience. Like I said, we do know that this is a dirty site.
A Dwelling Place representative says if they come to an agreement with the city, they will be applying for public tax credit funding. With that and working with the state to make sure it's safe, it could be a few years before construction would even begin. Even though the site has its issues, the city manager says it's definitely possible it can get new life and bring new housing to the lakeshore.
What I haven't heard is that the contamination out there is so insurmountable that it cannot be redeveloped for housing. So what there is that, yes, there's plans that have to be made and there's processes that have to be followed, but there is nothing that stops this from going forward, at least having the discussion about what can be done out there.
Again, this is only the first step. There's a lot of negotiations and planning before this even happens. In South Haven, Byron Tollefson, News 8.